Hey guys, so today I'm going to finish my Junji Ito inspired Furby drawing. I was supposed to upload this on Halloween. Didn't happen, but it's always Halloween in this house or whatever the this is. So lately I've been rereading a lot of Junji Ito's comics. I own a couple of books, but otherwise I've been reading them online. And right now I'm in the middle of reading Gyo, which I really like. I've heard that a lot of people don't like this story because apparently a shark running around on those dangly metal legs is too silly to be scary. Excuse me, to me that's the most fucked up thing. Like, this isn't funny, this is terrifying. Also, the picture of that disgusting looking fish squished between the wall and a drawer will haunt me forever. I also read Tomie, and this drawing is obviously based on it. This scene is from chapter 6, Mansion, and I really love that giant Tomie monster with multiple heads, with arms and legs growing out of her worm-like body. Like, this is something straight out of Silent Hill. Tomie is probably one of Junji Ito's most famous works. It's a collection of short horror stories that first appeared in the Japanese magazine Monthly Halloween in 1987. And all the stories revolve around Tomie, who is this super beautiful, gorgeous, supernatural woman who manipulates people, mostly men, making them completely obsessed with her until they eventually lose their minds and kill her. But Tomie can regenerate endlessly, even if she's chopped into like tiny pieces, and every piece grows a new Tomie. So each story centers around her and her various victims. Personally, Tomie has never been one of my favorite works by Junji Ito, but I wanted to read it since I'd never finished all the chapters. I especially liked the photo chapter, and Tomie has so many different forms I could have drawn, but I ended up going with this monster from the mansion. It's not my favorite, but it does look really disgusting. There's also a moment in that chapter right before this where a giant Tomie head appears, and that is absolutely horrifying. Like, I have a bit of a megalophobia, so everything giant scares me. Like, wind turbines. Like, give me any fucking jump scare or ghost, I don't care. But if there would be a game with wind turbines, that's the real horror. Honestly, the worst thing in video games or movies or comics or whatever is when something huge is staring at you or chasing you. So anyway, basically I just started recreating this drawing. I wanted to keep the composition the same, and I replaced Tommy's heads with Furby heads. And technically all these Furbies should be the same color, since they're parts of the same Furby, if we're staying true to Tommy's lore. But I just wanted to make them different colors. I think it looked nicer, and instead of human arms and legs, there's of course Furby ears and eyes and paws growing out of her body. I also wanted the Furby's faces to blend into the rest of the body as if they're melting, just to make everything look really gross and slimy and extra creepy. Like, we all know Furbies are already pretty cursed to begin with, so I think they fit this perfectly. And to be honest, I basically become a Furby artist at this point. Drawing them has become almost therapeutic for me. Like, I'm literally wearing my own Furby shirt right now. I also love that my Furbies are either these cute, soft, pastel-colored magical girl Furbies, or this, the duality of man. And honestly, it's kind of funny. Like, what if Tomie were a Furby? This gorgeous, beautiful Furby that would constantly change owners and drive them absolutely insane until they couldn't take it anymore, finally tearing the toy apart and try to destroy it. But the Furby would just keep regenerating over and over again, moving on to new victims. Like, I would read or watch that shit instantly. Guess I'll have to draw the parody myself. There is also an anime adaptation and a few live action Tomie movies, if I'm not completely lying, but I've never seen them. I've seen some clips from the Junji Ito collection anime, but it didn't really speak to me, so I haven't watched it yet. I also don't really like the art style of the series, so I didn't want to imitate its style here. Instead, I wanted this to look like 80s anime. And like so many times I used Akira as inspiration, I rewatched it again and it's so fucking good. And one of my favorite scenes from Akira is Tetsuo's nightmare, where the stuffed animals come to life. So I used a really dark color palette of that scene as my reference for this. And I swear that scene has one of the greatest pieces of animation I've ever seen. Like, I could rewatch it hundreds of times. So yeah, here's my weird Junji Ito Furby mashup. Which one would you rather run into in a dark hallway? Like, which would be less horrifying? I can imagine that Furby talking in that fucking Furby voice. So I think we all know the answer. I was going to add more Furby heads to the body, since in the original picture Tommy has a lot more of them. But to be honest, I got a bit lazy. Also, I've always loved this cat drawing from, I can't remember the name of the story. It was a beloved pet or something. So I really want to draw a Furby version of this cat. So I will probably make more of this. But yeah, I hope you like this. It was really fun to draw something horror because it's been a while. I've been drawing so much colorful shoujo style stuff lately, which has been great. But sometimes you just gotta draw something completely fucked up and nasty. Okay guys, thanks for watching this. If you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and check out my previous video where I draw Furbies.
Groundbreaking.
I promise I will draw something else too soon. As always, stay adorable guys, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye.